I am 100% sure, or let me say 99% sure, that all Africans love Africa. I am also 100% sure that there is no Nigerian who was born and raised in Nigeria that hates Nigeria. Now, let's look at those that have traveled, those that are now based abroad. Some of them have been there for decades, 3 decades, 4 decades. They have been there. But the truth is, they still love Nigeria. They still love Africa. They still love Ghana. They still want to go back to Rwanda. They still want to go back to Burkina Faso. They love all these countries. But why are they still staying where they are? Most of them, they are in Canada, UK. They love to come back. But one of the reasons why they will not come back is due to how our leaders are managing the resources that we have. Now, when I mention resources, I'm referring to human resources, the mineral resources, and many other things that we have that are supposed to be a blessing to our continent. Now, for most people, I've communicated with many people who have left this country for many years, and they will tell me, Denison, there is no place that is better than Nigeria. They will tell me the truth. Of course, what are the challenges that we face in Nigeria? Insecurity, lack of electricity, bad road, and many other things. And these are the only reason why, if you're there, let's say you are in UK, you enjoy maybe good road, you have security, you can even sleep and leave your door open. You're not afraid that someone can come in and attack you. I was speaking with a Nigerian who has been abroad for more than 40 years. He was telling me that where he's staying, his own house that he bought is almost 1 acre of land. His personal house. Now you can see that this kind of person is very, very comfortable. He has worked, he has retired, the children born and brought up there. They are not actually looking for money, like they want to make 1,000, 2,000 naira. They have the money. But you see, the Africa in them is still calling them. It's like I don't know whether it's a spiritual thing, but we all love Africa. If you ask me, I've not been to my state for some months. I'm missing my place. That is how it is. Now, when you travel outside of Africa, in most times you miss the food. You miss our culture. You know, our culture, most especially, we respect our elders. When I meet an elderly person, I can greet, I can even prostrate, you know. Most of these things are not being found in the modern world. And many Nigerians who were born, raised in Nigeria, they see all those things as abnormal. Even though they have been there for decades, they still feel this ought not to be so, right? Now, when these guys are there, they still want to come back to Africa. And when they make that step, challenges will hit them, frustration, they start feeling bad. But the truth of the matter is that we can't run away from our country. We can't run away from our continent. This is the only place that we have that we don't need to buy any document to prove that we are there. You were born and brought up here. Anytime you come back, your local government, your council, they welcome you. That is the beauty. Nobody, you will not stay here by laws. Don't go here. No, you can go anywhere. If you're from the east, you can go and buy land in the north, build your factory. If you come to Kano, you will see many eastern people, they own big businesses. If you go to east, you will see northern guys with big markets. They are the one controlling the commerce there. When you go to south, when you enter Lagos, you see different caliber of people from different states. Why are we like that? Because we love our country. And our country, we are not being confined that you must stay here, and if you want to get here, you get documentation. No, we can move. Now, I have consulted for many Nigerians, or let me say Africans, who are based abroad for many years. They are comfortable. Many of them even own businesses that making millions of dollars a year. But they still want to invest. They want to have a footprint in Africa. And most of them, when I speak with them, they will tell you, I have tried. I was frustrated, maybe by family members. I gave them money. They did not do what they're supposed to do. Personally, I have some of them who are abroad that invested money in my company before. And when the business went wrong, I felt extremely bad. Because one, those guys are not here. And because they are not here, I will be explaining things to them. It will be very difficult. It will be extremely, because most of them met me on social media, or they were referred to me by someone they know. So they are doing business with me purely on trust. And when I failed to keep to that trust, it broke so many of them. Many of them felt, I will not even invest in this country again. But that is not how I am here to say we are sorry. Many of us, we don't want to bring pain to anyone who is doing business with us. Things can go wrong, and sometimes maybe based on our human nature, we will not be able to handle challenges the way we ought to handle. So because we fail to handle challenges the right way, it will be as if it was predefined, like we have made the preparation that this is what we are going to do. No, it's not it. So in this video today, I want us to look at why these guys are coming back to Africa. Many of them have citizenship in those countries that they are. They can go to any country, they have their freedom, they can stay there, they enjoy both access to many things, but they are still willing to invest in Africa. Now I want us to learn. Now this video is mainly for even we who are at home. The guys in the diaspora, they are coming back into Africa in their numbers almost every day. There is no day I will not receive up to 3-4 calls from people who are in the diaspora trying to come back to Africa, trying to come back and invest in their country, trying to come back and give to the community. What are they seeing? If it is only about making money, they have made it. If it is only about Japa, have citizenship, they have gotten it. Their children have secured their future there. They will never have to come back and beg for bread. Why are they coming back? This is what I want us to learn. Now, I made this post on my Facebook. I asked, why are these guys more interested in agriculture than we who are staying in Nigeria, who are staying in Africa? Now, you listen to these guys, someone will tell you I just bought 50 plots. I know one I've consulted for, bought 50 plots in Msuka, Enugu State to be precise. Many of them I bought 30 acres. I'm doing 10 acres. I want to add more. Now, we who are in Nigeria, we are also earning money. Not that they are earning money more than us necessarily. Most times we are even making money more than most of them. But they are still bringing the money home, which is good for our economy. They are still bringing the money home. Now, my concern is they are not bringing the money home to come and buy real estate. Some of them have done that, but they are still interested in agriculture. Why? Number one, I've observed that exposure have made them to see how important or how lucrative agriculture is. The exposure they have gotten, where they base. Many of them, I was communicating with one, he told me that when he travel outside this Nigeria, he work in the farm. And what are they doing in that farm? Onions. They are producing onions in tens of thousands. In tens of thousands. Now, a Nigerian youth will not be interested in working in an onions farm. All his attention and focus on maybe oil and gas, or let him win a political office so that he can steal public funds. The person will not be interested in, let me go and buy land, start planting tomatoes. But when they leave Nigeria, most of them, they can start from those jobs. So when they started, they are seeing the revenue on that farm on daily basis. Their mind is like, it's not the same onions that our parents are doing in Africa. Why are they not making this revenue? And not because they are making these onions and nobody is buying. What is the difference? So they have learned. They have seen techniques, how to increase productivity, how to ranch your cow, how you can be making money through milk, how they can process simple product. Most of them, when you go there, they are processing very minor things and they are making money. So due to their exposure, they are trying to say, let me come back to Africa and invest in Africa and duplicate what these guys are doing here in Africa. How about mechanized system of farming? Many of us, we are still using hoes to cultivate our land in Africa. Now, when you travel, you see that people are not using these tools again. They have moved past using cutlass, using hoes to cultivate food. We have tractors that don't even need a human being to drive, that you can operate from your smartphone. You can stand with your smartphone, just press it, and your tractor will plow the farm. We even do the planting for you. These guys have been seeing this and they say, okay, we can do this in Africa. Let's go back and do this in Africa. So what is our job? What can we learn from these people? Exposure has shown them, if they are not coming back to invest in oil and gas, they are not coming back to come and build more schools. They are not coming back. They are doing those ones, but majority are interested in agriculture. It therefore means that we who are in Nigeria, we should also invest our money in agriculture. There are many opportunities in agriculture that we can tap into. A little research will reveal many of these opportunities to you. And if you check my channel carefully, you will see some of these opportunities. I've spoken about primary production, processing, distribution of food, value addition. These are opportunities that you can tap into. These are opportunities that you can tap into as a Nigerian, as an African who is based at home. You can steal wisdom from these guys. They have seen life and they are telling you, no, you see, there is demand for food. Let's go back to food. I was speaking with one who told me that anytime he's back in Lagos, he will be in shape. He will eat good food, heavy food. He will know that, yes, I've eaten amala. I've eaten ewedu, correct, with pomo. But when he's there, he will not see those food. He can eat even 10 times in a day and he's still feeling hungry. Our food is the best. So let's look at what these guys are doing. They are exposed. And people who are exposed are telling you this is where the future is. This is where the money is. Now look at the Chinese people. Many of them who have come to Nigeria, if it's not road construction, it's agriculture. They are investing in land. They can go and buy a massive hectares of land and set up a processing factory, processing either gari, cassava to all those products, or they are processing one or another agricultural product. This will give us a signal that there is a market that we are underrating. Do you know how many number of human beings we have in Nigeria? We are getting to over 300 million. And the population is growing. So the white guys there are telling Nigerians that, look, you people are the market. We need to go and fish from this sea. So we that are at home, let's not be left behind. Let's not be watching these people come back, buy all the land, invest in all our processing factories while we sit and watch. We can work with them. We can work with them, help them. Let's have the mindset of helping one another. The more we help them to achieve what they are here, the more we also make money. The more we help them to make money, the more we make money. And not just make money, the more we make impact. The more we help our farmers, the more we reduce poverty in Africa. We are crying of jobs, no job anywhere. But those jobs can come if we embrace agriculture, if we embrace food processing. Just imagine in your community, we have like 5 factories that are processing cassava, or we have like 5 factories that are processing chocolate, using our cocoa to process chocolate, being it powder, coffee, or many other things. Just imagine if a factory is in your community that is processing ginger to maybe ginger wine, ginger juice, ginger powder, ginger tea. You can imagine the level of jobs that we create. These are the exposures that can bring. There are many Africans or Nigerians that plant cocoa. They don't know what it's being used for. This is being used for body cream, they don't even know. So it's an opportunity for us. And then another reason why these guys are buying land, coming back to invest in agriculture, is many of them are planning for retirement. Some of them reach out to me, they tell me, I've worked here for 20 years and in the next 5 years I'll be dropping my work. I want to return back to Nigeria. I want to come back to Africa and settle down. So this is why they are coming. Now, you who is a local government or a federal government worker in Nigeria, you are not planning your retirement. I am not here to discredit our government, but you and I know what happens to pensioners. Some of us, our parents have retired from this our government. We know what they go through. So now that you are working, you have the energy, you're making money, start looking at how you can secure your retirement. This is what these guys are coming back to Africa to do. Even though they can retire and settle down where they are and be comfortable, they say, no, let's go back to Africa. Let me go back to my country, enjoy my good weather. Let me settle down in my country. So you who is in Lagos, maybe you're from Enugu State, are you looking at how you can return back and stay in Enugu, enjoy your life in Anambra, build a beautiful homes in Benin and stay? Are you looking at that? Maybe you're working on as a federal government staff, you are a military personnel. Are you looking at when you retire? Instead of you just be waiting for government to pay you pension, you have a business in agriculture. Let's assume you plant cocoa right now in commercial quantity. Then you resign from your military work. You can just go and settle down in your home. You're planting you're harvesting your cocoa and selling in thousands of tons and making. I think this year 1 ton of cocoa was around 6,600,000. I can't remember, but it was very high. People that were into cocoa business made a lot of money. It was like blood money for them because the demand for cocoa is increasing. It's not like a yearly thing. Maybe next year the demand will fall. No way. The demand is going up and up. How about demand for palm oil? How about demand for bitter kola? How about demand for ogbono? How about demand for... There are so many agricultural products that the demand is increasing. Why? Population is increasing. Population is increasing in Africa. We are not like the other parts of the world where people are getting old. Nobody is interested in having children. Someone can get maybe a dog and it's okay. No, in Africa, we want to have 10 children, 20, 40. You get. So it's something that we should be disturbed. And then as entrepreneur, look at how we can position ourselves. This thing is not rocket science. It's what you can do. Start planning your retirement now through agriculture so that you will not retire and be frustrated. This is what these guys are planning to come back to Africa to do. So you should duplicate them. Don't just sit and be hoping because you are the CEO of a big company now, you're making money, you will not care about your pension. Then at the end of the day, you sit and be forced. No. Start planning your retirement in agriculture. I tell people, as you're working now, you can buy farmland and start planting those trees. You cannot go and start a poultry farm now that you're still working. Now that you're a military officer, before you know, they will transfer you from Lagos to Port Harcourt. Maybe you stay there for 2 months, they'll move you to Kaduna. You can't go and start a pig farm now. That pig farm will not do well. Why not buy enough land, maybe fence it, and then you're doing you have plantain in that land, then you plant maybe cocoa, or you plant palm fruit, or you plant coconut. Then by the time that you have retired, you come back. Now inside your farm, you can maybe cut 1 acre or 1 plot and do your fish farm. So you build your own house. So you wake up in the morning, you feed your fish. You will not be dull. This is how I want us to look at this. Now, the third reason why Nigerians or Africans in the diaspora are rushing back into agriculture is that they are looking at coming back while we are looking at Japa. We want to leave. So all our attention is on, let me leave Africa. It's a bad place. You can't make it in Africa. You will only struggle. There is no money in Africa. Oh my God. There is money in Africa. Africa has a lot of money. Is it mineral resources? We have enough. We currently in the world, our land is the most fertile land and is the most unused arable land that we have. You can fast check me. We have massive land that we have not touched. Personally, if you come to my community and I take you to my village, there are some land that my father have touched once since I was born. I'm 30 years now. Since that land has been taught now, because why? They have enough land, so no need of using one land for. They do shifting cultivation. They can cultivate on this land and leave it for 3 years and move to the next plot and leave it for 5 years and move to the next plot. There is land. There is land. Now, if you go to the other part of the world, they don't have it too. They don't have this volume of land that we have. So this is a big opportunity for us to start looking at, instead of me to Japa, how can I invest in agriculture? Or let's say if you Japa, what is your primary goal? Don't say Japa will never come back to Nigeria. No. Nigeria is a good place. Don't let our leaders drive you out of your land. Our leaders, our political leaders, they are the ones that will make you to leave and say you never come back to your home country. No. Don't give your happiness in the hands of those people. They don't care about you and me. Care about your happiness. Take care of yourself by yourself. Instead of focusing more on Japa, be looking at what can I do in Nigeria in my own little way to be able to contribute to the growth of my economy, my personal economy first. You have to save yourself before you save the next person. So focus on your personal self. Then when you save yourself, you can now look at how you can save the next person behind you, not how you can save your community. The next person beside you, how can you save this person? These are the ways that you should be looking at. These are the ways. Instead of focusing more on Japa, the Nigerians or Africans who are in the diaspora are looking at coming back. We were looking at, let's go there and test it. Now, I know many of them, when they try to tell us the truth, that bro, coming here you will suffer for nothing. We feel this guy, because they went there and make money, they don't want us to come and make, so that I'll be worshiping them. I know many of them, they are very good people. They can tell you the truth. They can even tell you, look, if you come here, you will suffer. But at the end of the day, you'll be able to save money enough that when you come back to Africa, you can set up a good business. So, but let me be truthful to you. If you come here, you will suffer. Those ones, they don't sugarcoat. I have my friend like that who is there in UK. He will tell me, Baba, this place, we don't rest. If you are to work for 8 hours, that 8 hours you're working non-stop. Nothing like in Nigeria, you can go to work and go and be pressing your phone till when the time finish, you leave. No, here we work. So they don't hide any information from us. Some of them can hide for you and then take you abroad and maybe dump you there, you suffer. But let's focus more on building Africa than to Japa. Now, another reason why those people abroad are investing more in agriculture at home is because of the power of currency. I call this power of currency because the currency they are using there in most countries are greater than our local currencies in Africa. For example, let's use the $1 to Naira. $1 to Naira is 1,650 Naira. 1,650 Naira to $1. Now, how about euros? How about pounds? How about Kuwait? Now, those currencies are high. Now, some of them, when they are there, they are very disciplined people. They save because they know the stress they pass through to make money. So they are disciplined enough to save. So when they save, like say $1,000 or $2,000 and take that money home, they can buy 1 hectare of land. Their 1 month saving can actually buy them 1 hectare of land. Now, coming to Nigeria is very difficult for you to have 1 million. Based on World Bank statistics, 90% of Nigeria don't have 1 million in their account. You'll be thinking, hey, that is too much, until you meet like 10 Nigerians and ask them how much they have in their savings account. I don't think up to 3 will have. Majority will have less than 1 million. Maybe if they have 500k, because many are just living to receive their salary, pay their bills, and stay. So the power of currency those guys have abroad is better than our own. Now, how are we going to also earn that money? Because it's possible that you can stay in Nigeria and also earn in dollars, earn in euros, earn in pounds. It's possible. How can you achieve this? You can achieve this by providing skills on the internet to companies that are there that can pay you in dollars. Now, many years ago, let me say around 2021, 2022, when I lost my farm, I was just idle. So a friend of mine referred me to a company. They sell airline ticket. So I went for the training. They taught us how to sell ticket, how to convince people. And our pay was in dollars. I think as at that time it was $300 per month. And then they also pay us commission based on how many tickets we sell. Now, as at that time, if I received $300, it was not up to like this, but that money will put me at a level that I'm earning more than a professor in Nigeria. That is how surprising it is. The money I will make from selling airline ticket to a company that is based in US, I will make money more than a university lecturer. We have some lecturers in Nigeria that their salary is 140,000, 150. I met one recently. He told me 180. I said, what are you doing in that school? 180,000 for 30 days back to back, marking script, doing all those stress. Can you see it now? But there are schools that you can teach. There are some things that you can teach online. There are many organizations that can employ you remotely, that you can be making money. As a youth in Africa, be looking at how you can work. We have digital platforms like Upwork, where you can work, write business plan for people, help people to edit their script, provide digital skills, design things, edit videos. There are many jobs you can do online to make money. So if you're not old, if you're a youth like me, you should be looking at how can I develop my mind, my skills to a level that I can stay in Nigeria, in Lagos, in Abuja, and provide that skills, that service to a company in Canada that will pay me in US dollars. I will be earning money and use that money to set up a farm or buy land and build a business here, similar to someone who is in UK. Maybe some of the benefit that they will enjoy, NEPA will not seize their light. But you, NEPA, can seize your light anytime. But you will be fine. That money that you are making will help you to take care of yourself, help other people, set up a farm, invest in. Now, when you are doing remote job, most times you can even own a farm. I know many people who do a remote job and they are earning big money. I know one who is making up to $3,000 a month in Nigeria here. She does customer care service online. She's in her room all the time. She on her generator because here we don't have light, and she's doing well. So these are opportunities that we should be looking at, we youth who are intelligent enough. We shouldn't just be looking at, let me Japa. Why do you want to Japa? Maybe you want to go for school. It's fine. As a youth, you want to go for school. Personally, I will also be going for my masters abroad. That one is what I've decided many years ago. I think I was still in primary school. I've made up my mind that I must go for masters abroad. It was not because I want to Japa and there is no job, I'm suffering. I'm not suffering in Nigeria. Just want to go to maybe expose my mind to certain system that we don't have in Nigeria. So if it is that, it's fine. But if it is not, you should develop your mind. Develop yourself. Educate yourself enough so that you can provide services that will enable you to earn in those currency and invest in Nigeria. If you can travel abroad, travel. I'm not saying you shouldn't travel, but travel with a mindset that I am going to make money to set up a business in Nigeria. So that is how we can approach this thing and also have that power of currency that those guys abroad are enjoying ahead of us. Let also earn in what they are earning and then live a cheap life. Don't be living because you're not earning in dollars, you now start doing rubbish. No, be disciplined. Then the fifth reason is why many Nigerians are not investing in agriculture is that, honestly speaking, our salary is nothing to write home about. I made a video that a farm manager that I took to one of the farms is earning 200,000 per month. I was shocked at the volume of people who were coming to my DM to beg that I'm looking for a farm manager role and I can manage that salary or even less. And some of these people, they are graduates, like university graduates. They have never done one job in their life. Why? Because there is no job opportunities. They are willing to work, but the opportunities are not there. So they were begging me. I felt embarrassed because for someone who is a family person that is earning 30,000, which is the most salary that most businesses here pay people, how can that person live? House rent is 600, 500,000 least. Even in tranches, 200,000, 150, and then your salary is 40,000. This is excluding your feeding, cost of transportation to that place, paying your children's school fees, and many other expenses that you cannot dodge. And then as a result, someone who is earning 200,000 a month, if you are carefully to check how much he's spending, maybe he will not be able to save 30,000 at the end of the month. He will not be able to save that. Cost of transportation is increasing every day. As fuel price increase, the drivers increase their cost of moving from Lekki to the other side of Lagos. They charge you more from moving from Kuba to Asokoro in Abuja. They charge you more from moving from maybe Sabongeri to Dawanu Market in Kano. And maybe that is where you are working. So at the end of the month, you are going to spend all your money on maybe feeding, transportation. So they basically have no money for saving. Now, How are you going to tackle this? You have to earn more money. And the only way you can earn more money is to provide more value to your organization. Now, I keep telling people that there is no, you can write your salary. When I was working with a company before, they were not paying me. But my boss told me that, bro, your service that you're providing to this company is big. I don't play with my work. Because I know I have to work more. I have to provide services to my company in such a way that if I leave, they miss me. Now, some of you, you're mediocre. This is not an insult, but you're providing the least minimum kind of services that you should to your business. Now, there's no difference between you and the next person. In your company, in your office, you people are just gossiping. I'm not saying you're not doing enough, but there's a way you can provide services to your company that the company themselves, we know these guys are above us. And God himself will see that, no, this guy needs to go to this limit or go to this business. That is how you can increase your salary. Because if you maintain that 100,000 you're earning a month, voila, you earn that 100,000 for 10 years. You have no one room to your name. Now, it's not about changing jobs. You can change a job that you will still not make anything. It's about developing yourself, getting to move. We have people who are earning big salary in Nigeria. Not that everybody is earning small salary. And the difference is knowledge. It's not that because they have a big uncle. Many don't have. But the knowledge they have, God himself see to it that no, these people should not be struggling. So the only way you can develop yourself and be earning more money so that not all your money will go on food is that you have to earn more money. Now, many Nigerians don't do multiple jobs. Let's be frank with ourselves. Those guys that work abroad, they do multiple jobs. Day and night, they are working. My close friend who is in UK, we used to talk almost every day. He would tell me, I'm going for this job. I'll go to this other one at night. He challenged me. I sleep less nowadays. Because I look at him and say, now, in the next 10 years, this guy can come back to Nigeria and I will envy him. But what he did in those 10 years, I had the same hours. I will sleep at night. I will not read any book that would help me to develop my mind. I will not look for a job that can maybe a services that can render online to a company and make money. I will just work maybe from 8 o'clock to 4 in the evening and go and sit down and be watching television, be gisting, discussing politics that will not put anything on my table. Meanwhile, this guy, he closed from a teaching job and then he moved to a security work at night. He comes back the next day like that for many years. Abba, God will not bless that guy less. He has labored. So we too need to be doing such job. You can do multiple jobs in Nigeria too. We are too comfortable. I'm challenging myself, not like I'm kind of insulting you, but I challenge myself. We are too comfortable in Nigeria. And then when we are comfortable, start complaining. We want the government to do everything. They will not. They don't even care. So it's your responsibility for you to work more. If it means maybe you have a vehicle and then you're a lecturer. If it means that at night you go and do boat, you do Uber with your boat, your vehicle, do it. You'll be earning good money. I know someone who saved almost 300,000 per month with his car. Some save more than that depending on the city where you are. And such a person also have another job that he's doing. This is the same thing those guys that are sending us money abroad are doing. So if they can do multiple jobs to make money, I don't think there's anything that should stop you and I from doing multiple jobs in Nigeria, in Africa. We can do it. You don't just go to work by 4 you're back, you sleep till the next day or go and be playing draft. No, get a vehicle. You can do Okada. They are not ashamed doing dirty jobs there. Some of us, pride will not make us, okay, you want someone to see me and say, billionaire farmer is doing Okada. Wallahi, I will do that Okada. You'll be surprised one of these days I will carry you on my Okada. I need to do multiple jobs. This is my time. I'm very young now. I can work for 20 hours. I can work for 15 hours. I will not get tired. So this is the only time we have. So we that are at home, let's not just be blending many people. Let's not be lazy. Now it's not like an insult. You just have to challenge yourself to do more. We just have to challenge ourselves to do more. Let's not be working below average and be expecting to eat bigger meat. No, it doesn't happen that way. So I make this video to challenge us, Nigerians or Africans who are at home, to copy what these guys are doing. They are coming back to invest heavily in agriculture, and all the opportunities they have abroad, we have it here too. It's just for you to open your mind and see that we have it. We have those opportunities. We can earn in dollars the way they are earning. We can do multiple jobs the way they are doing. And we can also invest in agriculture the way they are doing. This land is not designed for them alone. But if we fold our hands and watch, they will buy all the land that we have in Nigeria. They will buy all the land. And I will be happy for them because they have labored. They didn't just get that unjustly. They have labored for many years to do it. So this is a wake-up call for myself and then for all my listeners here and everyone who will come across this video. We can do more. So let's wake up and do more in Africa. So I've shared for you 5 reasons why Nigerians, Africans who are in the diaspora are comfortable coming back to Nigeria to invest in agriculture. Study these reasons and also work on them. Thank you for watching this video from the beginning to the end. What you can do for me is to share this video. Like this video. Why? Because when you like this video, YouTube will show it to more people. More people will listen to this and then share to more. And at the end of the day, we are building a community of people who are willing to be transformed. It's knowledge that can transform you, not complaining. So stay connected to this channel. I remain Denison, your billionaire farmer. See you in the next video.